it's been a gift to play with people like that.
Yeah. What about everyone else? Who are your favorite guest stars you've worked with on the show?
Yeah, you got to mention them all again. I mean, he said, yeah, it's amazing to sit next to a man who's so much in the zone that you sometimes have to go, are you still here? I mean, it's so relaxed, it's so spot on.
Right.
But I could mention so many. It's a fantastic treat to be on a show where I'll say it again, I'm the foreigner. This is fantastic to be here. But then they keep popping up, these people who are so fantastic. And I have, some of them I've never heard of. It's like, why did he hide, you know? And so it's just a fantastic treat to not only working with this fantastic cast. Every week there's another one that surprises you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not really fair to pick one person, but I loved working with Jeremy. I loved that he brought such commitment to that character, and you know, he was in it. Talk about being in it. But he was doing something so keyed into the show, and you know, he was so clearly happy to be there. I loved it. Thought it was, you know, he was doing everything he needed to do, and then another 50% on top of it. It was wonderful.
It was interesting with Jeremy having the conversation early on, because I called him and said, we'd love for you to do the show, and his only concern, he was just like, can I play? I was like, do what you want, like do whatever you want. And he came in and he was very committed to the character, and there was a lot of concern, like, oh my God, did he go too far? And it was like, no, because everything was emotionally honest, because he can go as further than you can imagine and still make it real.
Darlene?
Well, I didn't get to work with him, but one of your first patients, who was so funny.
Folker?
Dan?
Folker?
Dan Folker.
Oh yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. With the Michael Jackson thing.
Michael Jackson.
Do you remember he had what was the right?
Ben?
Franklin.
Franklin Fladevo.
Franklin.
It's Franklin. Yeah, he had a thing with Michael Jackson.
Jackson.
And Cheese. He was
Cheese.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, he had a crazy time, but he had to go though.
He did.
He was rude in his own way, right?
Yeah.
Very rude.
Yeah, but he was fantastic.
Well, we can't not mention the food on the show, and how that's.
You can't not mention that.
Yeah. So, sorry.
Lord have mercy, that food.
Yeah.
And watching dailies,
Yes.
usually the food is really, really good, but when it's not, like the colodettes, the gelatins thing.
The gelatins, yes, the gelatins.
It looked awful, and the takes where you guys would just spit it out immediately.
Oh, the
fish?
Yeah.
The aspic.
The fish?
That was the only thing.
No, what about the fish with the thing coming out of its mouth?
Oh yeah, with his tongue.
Didn't mind that one.
Okay.
I liked it all except that jelly thingy.
Yeah, the aspic. It's always really beautiful, and they're painstaking with the amount of time and prep.
Yeah.
And these women are there with their gloves, and the hygiene is all good, right?
Yeah.
But man, it's like, it's.
Well, also he's always cooking for Jack.
That's true.
It's
It's
always
all,
Yeah.
Guest of honor.
But he's also been the only one who's been like, I love this. Everybody's been sitting
true.
depressed and talking about shit. And he's all I love.
No, the thing for me is I have to, I'm in the middle of these two, right? These two characters who are playing this psychological cat and mouse. I'm just looking for somebody. I'm just trying to stop people from dying.
Well, why not enjoy yourself?
Man invites me to dinner. My wife's got cancer. It's about. And we're trying to, we had to become friends. I mean, we kept talking about how is this going to work, how do you not give it away, and so we
You mean
figured,
like how the hell do we not see it?
how the hell do we not see that this man is doing what he's doing and blah, 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 how do we, and so we just realized that the only way that was going to happen is that they had to be friends. They had to become friends, and so the food and the invitation and the conversation,
the whiskeys,
the whiskey at the fireplace. Of course, all these things allow them to become friends, and it's that thing you talked about earlier, Brian, about friendship between men and all that stuff. So that's kind of how we. But man, I always forget how tedious what we do is, because there's so much involved before action and cut, and the food preparation is just, it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's up there.
But it's such an important element with respect to the Hannibal character, to Dr. Lecter's character, that I have to really, that's where I have to work on my patience with the food.
yeah.
It's not only looking fantastic, it tastes fantastic.
Yeah.
We had one time, we had a foie gras, and we were pretty much wrapped with the scene, but we deliberately fucked it up. We had another portion. Another
potatoes, the potatoes are always good. Whatever they do, the potatoes, it's always fabulous. It's always.
So the aspic dish was the worst, and the foie gras was the best.
I think we did that in one shot. The aspect.
We got that out of the way.
How about those birds that you guys ate? It was marzipan, right?
They were a piece of art. I mean, she made the little, what are they called?
The little birds, right?
Thank you, yes, the ortolan. So they were marzipan. Why am I asking him when you're out there? They were marzipan birds with little spaghetti, dry spaghetti little legs, but also and broken up spaghetti and nuts inside to create the crunching sound of the bones. And it was edible.
Really.
Right. Was it good?
The third marzipan bird was getting a little tough, but and also because it was meant to be so delicious, and actually you took a mouthful of marzipan. Well, I guess they'll cut round that, 10 seconds of chewing or whatever it was. But the way that she had molded the tiny face of the bird, it had little eyes, and then she'd kind of, I don't know, used some little thing to give it the texture of a plucked animal. I mean, it was remarkable. And I think that with all of that food and the table decorations,
the table setting,
Hannibal's house is, I mean, first of all, like, you're talking about the time that goes into it.
Yes.
Hannibal has a lot of time on his hands, clearly. And the level of detail in those table settings, which would never all make it onto camera, is remarkable.
I would just say about the table setting, it is fantastic. But I must say, sometimes when people turn their backs around, I will occasionally remove a little skeleton and stuff.
Yeah, he will. He will.
Because, guys, I am the killer. If this is all over the place, I am the killer. So sometimes I take some of the worst
those little
things.
skulls, those little animal skulls.
No reason.
Porcupine quills and feathers.
Don't give it away.
No.
Three-piece suits.
Right.
Funny accent.
Yeah,
Don't need this skull. We don't need this skull. I'm the killer.
We should talk about the murder tableaus, because those are really important. Is that mainly Matthew Davies, who's the production designer, or is it does he oversee it?
We come up with a concept, and then the art department will do an illustration of that concept, and then Francois Dagenet builds it.
Got it.
And so there's a lot of hands in there, and there's some really good ones.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was going to say, what is everybody's favorite? Your eye.
The eye.
Yeah.
I think so.
And B-Man.
Right. Yeah.
Bananas. When we walked into the eye, remember?
Yeah, that was bad.
We walked in and they had the floor heated so all the background artists could be warm because they were naked.
More than warm.
Right. It was more than warm. So you walk in and there's all of these bodies and they're just breathing in unison. And some of them are sleeping.
And not just breathing either.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other noises coming out.
Yes. And all I wanted to do was lay down. I just wanted to take my clothes off. Well, that's not it.
I did that.
Did you?
Well, it's in the scene, it wasn't as comfortable as you would imagine.
No?
Yeah. Either physically or psychologically. I'd do it all again in a heartbeat.
You had some big feet in your face at one point.
Yeah, and not just feet.
Oh, you did have to get in there. I forgot. You actually have to join that party.
Yeah.
Woo.
And it was warm, and you did want to go to sleep.
You did, right?
Yeah.
What tableaus did you all like walking into?
The horse. I mean, it's not a tableau, but the whole thing with the horse.
Yeah.
When I read it, for the first time maybe, I was like, Brian, But it is, we got away with it, and it's fantastic. It's not only funny, it's beautiful, and it's absolutely crazy.
The turducken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that your counselor in that horse? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, your social worker.
Is that
your
your
social
social
worker in that
worker?
horse. Yes. That's the best.
That'll be him.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to say the eye as well. But I mean, also you can go back to the first episode, and it's less. It's just so horrific. But the woman on the stag.
The stag, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember that was day one, I think.
That was day
the
one.
first day of
The day we
filming when
discovered her
everybody's figuring everything out and getting to know each other and making polite
crows.
conversation, and then there's that. yeah, with the crows.
And the crows we were fighting.
Yeah. Which obviously then, out of that came all that antler, symbolism, which I didn't realize was was coming down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can talk about the most disgusting one.
Please.
The mushroom episode was.
Yes.
I mean, I read the episode and I wasn't part of those scenes, but when I saw it, I really had to look away. I mean, there's something very real about it.
Yeah.
Like it could actually happen, and it's just the flesh. I just couldn't do
You
it.
know a young man like that? Is that in terms of like effects, this is a plateau. I mean, one of the things that really caught me was in one of the latest episodes, the kiss, where you turn into this black shadow and kisses Will, who was so fucked up at the time. It was fantastically beautiful and dangerous and crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. Another question from the Twitter audience. Faisal Qureshi asks, what does Thomas Harris think of the show, if you know?
We're told that he likes it, but I've said this before. I think
Let me
that
double
he
check.
is in a... Is he on the phone?
No, not yet.
I think Martha De Laurentiis keeps him in a zipper mask and a steamer trunk in her basement. I've seen her.
Okay.
She could do it, boy. Yeah. She could do it.
I have to ask, because I was on stage with her last year, Gillian Anderson. Who I believe is going to be more regular in season 3.
Yes. So she will be a regular. Yes. We all need to be more regular.
Yeah, we all need to be more regular. I'm just wow.
There's only one secret to be regular. It's like, do what I tell them to do. They will stay on the show.
Yes.
Psyllium husk.
Right.
And
Let's do what I tell them.
But no, probably one of the most exciting things about the finale is seeing Bedelia on the plane with Hannibal at the end. So, what preview can you give us about this and where she might go?
Well, the first episode is all about that. It's what's interesting about the third season is that every episode is kind of a little movie. So it's almost like the first episode is a pilot for a show that's just about Bedelia and Hannibal's relationship. And in that we understand the context of that relationship, past, present, and where it's going to go.
Cool. I also saw that I think it was just announced that Tao Okamoto is cast as Lady Murasaki.
Well. So, Tao Okamoto, who is an amazing actress, you might know her from The Wolverine. She's a young woman, and we were very excited when she was interested in the role. So Lady Murasaki is an older woman, so we shifted the character. It's the same story, but the character is Chiyo, which is also from the literature, who was Lady Murasaki's attendant.
Got it.
And so we are expanding that character and her history with Hannibal, because there were a lot of things that we needed the character to do story-wise that didn't make sense for Lady Murasaki to do. And with Chiyo, we had a greater reign. And it's I got an email from her the other day where she was talking about this woman that she was observing for her character research, and it was one of the most wonderful emails I've got from an actor about this is what I'm planning to do, and this is why I think it should be done, and what is your thought on this? And there's this moment that I think also applies, and I was just like, good for you. She's just like,
Yeah.
I'm very excited to work with her.
Also from Twitter user, her name's Taddy, she says, the books mention 2 female lab techs, Liza Lake and A. Benning. Have you considered a new member for hashtag Team Sassy Science?
Well, we will be getting back into the lab in the second part of the season, so they may appear.
Okay, good. I think we should move to audience questions if everybody's ready. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a while. So, where's our mic people? Ah, they're there. How about you? Yes, right here. Yes, you.
No, Hugh.
Hugh. Hugh. But wait for the mic to get. Just wait for the mic to get to you, so everybody on the live stream can hear you. Go for it.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
I think I speak for a lot of audience members when they want to know. Please tell us that Hannibal didn't go and kill the puppies before he got on that plane.
No.
Also, are they as fluffy as they look? This is important.
The dogs are fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, and fluffy. Yeah, they're very sweet.
How about right up top? Yeah. Yes.
Hi, this is for Caroline. Sorry. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. I was wondering. I'm really in love with Alana. All right. And I was wondering kind of what it was like for you kind of inhabiting her character, inhabiting her character, kind of because we're not always so sure what's going on with her life, like in her head and everything. I was kind of wondering how you're sort of bringing...
I didn't understand the last part.
Sorry.
We're not always sure what?
How do you like kind of bring her internal life like onto the screen? Because we see her for like very short bursts usually. And kind of how like are you like...
I don't really know. Well, it's true. We don't know much about her personal life.
We do now.
I don't know. Some roles you feel the need to really create a backstory for. Others, not as much. I can't say that I've spent much time wondering what she was about off screen. I guess maybe I didn't feel the need to. Sometimes you need to just to get a hold of a grasp of what you're doing. But in this case, I didn't really feel the need to go there. But
I didn't get an email from Caroline.
I know you did.
Duly noted, Brian. You're going to get a long one tonight.
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Are you wearing Jack Torrance?
Oh, yay!
My question is, we know that Hannibal is going to be trying to sort of lay low a little, apparently not with the fashion though, but are we going to have more incredibly gorgeous and disturbing murder tableaus in season 3?
You know, it's interesting because we do in the first couple of episodes, there's a really weird one. And then it gets even weirder in episode 2. Mm-hmm. But so much of the new season is very much a soap opera about, like we're out of the FBI, characters who were in the FBI are no longer in the FBI. It's like it's all different. So we don't have that kind of mechanism. And in the second half of the season, it's more about one case. So we don't have as many this season. Sorry. But it'll be interesting in other ways.
If I may just jump off of that, there was another Twitter question that I think relates to this from Corey Atod. He says, Brian, you have a fascinatingly non-caring attitude towards spoilers. What's up with that?
I guess because I feel like we have so much in our pockets that I don't mind giving away a little to, and also I guess I'm...
You lie a lot.
There's some, you know, that way.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's also, I feel like the things that we give out are tantalizing as opposed to giving away the full meal.
I got you. Yeah. Okay. Right up there. Yes. Yes.
Oh wow. First of all, hi. I love you guys like a lot, especially Mads. Like you're perfect. Your cheekbones are perfect.
Especially you.
Yeah.
I really like yours well then.
Thank you. Oh my God. My question's for Caroline. If Alana. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Matt.
If Alana did survive the events of season 2, how do you think it'll affect her character? Do you think it'll make her stronger and more determined to catch Hannibal?
Well, you're very good at this. Yeah.
Really?
I think so. I think all of us have been changed by Hannibal, and especially after the finale. And as we were discussing before, I think it can go both ways for her. She can just let go of all of it and do something else for a living, or just fight the biggest fight of her life. But she's going to have to change her way of doing it because she can't go by the rules anymore. She tried to do that so much, and it just doesn't work to catch this man. So I think her power is going to have to lie in a much more manipulative way. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Right here, this lady. Yes. Just wait for the mic. Yeah.
Hi again. Oh my God, mass twice in a year. Wow. Whoa. Hi. First of all, I can't believe I'm in the same room with Morpheus. I know I took the red pill to be here. Thank you, baby.
All right. Morpheus is in the room?
Just call me Neo.
I thought that motherfucker was bald.
All I know, I kicked his ass once.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, thank you so much. Listen, what you people have done, you've produced such a piece of art, and I mean, it's really, it's so effective. And I mean, are you aware how much art has come from your work of art? I mean, I've created something like over 100 paintings now. Most of them Hugh. Most of them right here.
Ah, wow.
May I give you a book of art?
Yeah. Absolutely.
No restraining order necessary.
Yeah.
I go up, I quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Great.
It actually is pretty amazing to see the art,
the amount of
in the Hannibal community.
Oh, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, goodness.
Your book. Okay, wait a second. Nice.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bravo.
Amazing.
Wow, that's a good one.
And it's not Neo. No, it's not Neo. For you, darling.
Oh, wow.
And for you, sweetheart.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very good.
Okay.
And Velvet.
This lady right here. Yes, you. Yes. Just wait for the mic.
Hello. Okay, so a lot of the first and second season were spent kind of establishing the friendship between Maz and Hugh, or Will and Hannibal. So since they're going to kind of be going separate directions in the third season, is this still going to be a continuing theme in the show, or how is it going to change? Like, is there going to end up being a lot less of Will because it's now focused more on Hannibal and what he is doing to get away?
I mean, well, I mean, I don't know. It's my place to kind of what to give away and what not to. So I'll leave that up to you.
I think just because they're separated doesn't necessarily mean that what they're experiencing isn't about each other.
Somewhere.
It's like Fievel and Fievel's sister, and they're singing underneath the pale moon.
And there's that very important area called the Memory Palace, right?
Oh, yes.
We might meet each other there for a beer.
Fine.
I remember beer. Yeah.
Thank you.